All right, good morning, everyone. It is 11:23, the morning of September 27th, 2021, and today I get to do a $299 recap. So it was a really rather slow day, and pre-market it was setting up that way. Pre-market I was looking at PHCF. I mean, this was the leading gapper when I got into the office in the morning. And you can see here, this thing's just done squat. I mean, nothing. It's kind of what I expected. PALT. Now, this is interesting. It's actually looking like it's trying to make a little bit of a move here. PALT. I really haven't looked at this one very much, but here's its, let's see, here's its morning high right here. Here's its morning high, 535. Looks like it tried to bottom out and is pulling together some support. What is the news on this one? Oh, there's some insider buying on this one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, otherwise, there's really nothing there to trade, though. Like, how are you going to figure out how this was what, 478 to 536? Yeah, that's about a 50-cent move, but I don't see any indication, any support level, anything for a buy right there. Just, I'm not seeing the trade. So yeah, kind of whatever. RCAT. So RCAT, I got this 370 level from back here on the 6th of July. It put in a high here of $3.70. And then down here on the 19th of July, it acted as support. The low was 368, but it hit 370 and bounced away. Did a pretty good job of bouncing away. So I used that as support for today, and it did an okay job with that. And then the morning high, let's see, or the morning pivot, let's see if it was the, yeah, it's kind of a pivot, a little bit of a pivot right there at 398. You know, it's just such a tight range between 370 and 398. I mean, it did you know, kind of make the move here. I mean, it went down to 365, roughly 363, and then held and stuff. But that's only, I mean, that's a 28-cent spread. I mean, you know, it did break above 398 and moved to 422, but God, that's a lot of grinding action for such a cheap stock. Let me look at the level 2 here. Let's see how many shares have traded on RCAT. 158 million shares have traded on this thing, and it's put in a range. Let's see what today's range is. I'm just going to delete these. So it's put in a high of $4.24, and it's put in a low of $3.61. So we're looking at a 63-cent range on the day on a stock that is about to just turned 158 million shares traded, and is about to turn 159 million shares traded just in the short time that I was talking about it. I mean, that is a lot. That is a lot of trading for a 63-cent range. That's just really crazy. So yeah, no real trade happening there. SSL, now SSL's come up to that level here. You can see, you know, it's popped through, but still today, let's see, it opened at 1722 and a high of 1756. It's a 34-cent range, you know? Still just not really, there's nothing there to trade. I mean, and then we kind of look at the time, the way that it traded here. I mean, there's nothing there to trade. MRIN, okay, you know, so I'm just kind of holding on to shares that I have on MRIN. Let's see, where did I get this $10.11? Okay, $10.11 was the open. So kind of a trade there, kind of, you know, if you can stick out the push past the open and then the sort of drop below it and the push up again. $10.60 is this high, this closing high from, let's see, the 22nd of September. And it's pushing up past $10.60 now. A hold past that would be good. And then a move past 11.51 would be really good. But again, there is a trade here actually. The trade here was at $10.60. But as of right now, it's only moved to $10.80. So that's all of like 19 cents, you know? I guess there is a move to push past the open. I mean, I guess there was for $10.11 there. But it probably, I don't know if it would have shaken me out or not on that move right there. So if I'd bought on this candle right here for the move past the open, and then it went up, you know, as high as 10.26, then dropped down again as low as 9.92. I don't know. I don't know if I would have stuck that out or not. I don't know if I would have cut losses or held. Not really sure. So then, let's see, AFRM. Now this is the one trade that I took this morning, and it almost shook me off. I was I was a little bit stubborn on this one. I'm glad I was, but it let me make this a little bit larger here. So right here, right. So this thing opened at 123, and I went in at this stock at 121.80, and this morning in the pre-market, I don't know how I missed it, but I was in the office at this time. Well, anyway, I missed the opportunity to buy at $121.80, and so, you know, I was kind of like, well, bummer, you know, I missed that opportunity, you know. So let me see what I can do with this thing today. So it put in this morning high. This is the 1 minute. So in the first minute, it went from 123.03 to a high of 125.81. So it's like, okay. And then the second minute, it went to as high as 125.92 and then started to pull back. And so I was like, okay, 125.92 will be the price, right? So I put in, after it broke 125.92, I put in an order to buy 100 shares at 125.92. And it turned around on me and went as low as 123.60. So I was down $200 on this thing at one point during the morning. And I was just like, you know, I was sitting here cussing quietly at my desk that, you know, this is BS. There's, you know, there are buyers coming into this thing. You know, that was just quick profit taking. I was like, okay, so if this thing does tank or it starts going the opposite way, you know, I've got 121.80. I know that is a good support level, and if that level breaks, well, then I'm SOL. You know, I'll be in trouble. But it'll hold, right? So fortunately for me, it decided to turn around right here and move up. So I was like, okay, what's the likelihood? What's the price that it's likely to move to? And so I looked back in the previous day's close. Friday's open is up here at $130.26. So I was like, okay, you know, so I will look for it to hit that. And in doing so, it made a really close approach right here. I was looking for 130.26, and it didn't hit it, and it started to pull back. So I let go of this stock for a $3 gain. I think I was in at exactly 125.92. I let it go at 128.92. So in this pullback right here, 128.92. So it was in the middle of this candle right here. But you know, it wound up going up here and making the move and actually breaking, you know, 130.26. But you know, after it made a close approach here, then, after it made this close approach, I was just like, okay, you know, I don't want to push my luck. I want to take some profits. And so I stepped out of it right there. And then let's see, what else? APOP popped up this morning. This one popped up on news that it is going to merge. Select Biotechnology shares OK merger with Quion Pharmaceuticals. Sale of select biotherapeutics subsidiary. And so I was looking at this thing and I was kind of mapping it out, but I couldn't find any information on the merger. I couldn't find any information on like what's the value. And I'm trying to like keep an eye on the stock for a possible trade. And I was like, what's the value of this other company that's merging with? And I really couldn't find a lot about Queen Pharmaceuticals really. And so I I was watching it. I was like, okay, well, here's the morning low right here at $24.28. So let's see what it does right around there. And it plunged through it and then just really kind of kept going, put in this morning low, made an attempt to get back above 24.28, but couldn't make it. And so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to walk away with $300 today and call it a day. There weren't any really like great setups for today. So, it's a good time to call it a day. It's $300, so it'll help pay the bills. And let's see the broader market here. Let's see what's going on. I really haven't even paid much attention to what's going on with the SPY today. Just kind of bobbling around here. The VIX made a dip, below the bottom of the gap. It'll be nice to see it. If the VIX takes a beat down right here, if it just gets beat down to below this support level after that spike up, it's going to be risk on big time. See what crypto's up to. Bitcoin's it's under pressure. It's doing the best it can to stay over 42,000. See what happens. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at tomorrow morning's strategy session. I am out.